know that it can be hard to cut somebody off when you thought they were your friends. The woman is not. She's not her own friend. She doesn't care about herself. So she's definitely not going to care about you. I think that the fact that you now come clean as to where you went wrong, I think there's people out there that if you're willing to give them the opportunity, they will show you what a real friend is. Lisa is not. At this point, Lisa is hurting you. And I don't know that if you realize that or not, but we realize that. And I can understand how when you feel that you love somebody, you don't want to cut them off. But at this point, Lisa is hurting you. And to me, yeah, the, the,
Sorry, hold on.
okay.
Yeah.
Kim, Kim, Kim.
Yeah.
Last week, I was getting this same monologue about you, just pointing that out,
Hey,
right?
not for me,
The
Lisa.
same exact monologue,
Not for
just
me.
switch the names.
Not for me.
That just pointing that out, girl.
No, ma'am. Not for me. And to me, the audacity that Lisa has to jump on after all the trifling stuff she's done towards you specifically, I don't understand it, Kim. I think people will be willing to be your friend. Uh, Lisa is trifling. And I know that you don't want to accept it because you want to be her friend, but she is not your friend. She's hurting you. And I guess at this point, it comes to whether you want to cut her off or not. I think the smartest choice would be to kind of wipe your hands clean of this woman. Uh, Maybe at a later date, y'all could be friends, but right now, she is not your friend. And I know that probably hurts to acknowledge it, but it's the truth.
I'm not ignoring you or anything. I'm just trying to think of a way to respond, you know?
Yeah, because I know you said, like, oh, we don't always talk about drugs. Sometimes we talk about, just random stuff. She does it because she's benefiting from you. And maybe consciously she's not aware of it, but this is what she's doing. The fact I can't understand her audacity that you have said, I'm gonna block this woman, I'm not gonna speak to her. So she jumps on to your Discord, pretending like nothing, like she didn't just trash talk you for these last 2 days. Pretend like, hey, everything is cool between you and I, Kim. It is not cool, Kim. It's not. Did she not just jump on to start trouble within amongst these people? But then to you, she spoke like it's the norm that she treats you like this. For her, that's normal. But in reality, that's not normal for any friendship, not for a good one. I think your best bet for your own sanity, I think that you should cut her off. That's just my opinion. I mean, ultimately, you're going to do what you want to do.
Yeah. I
But
feel like everybody like thinks that cutting someone off is just like,
no, there's
hey,
nothing
all
easy
you
about
need to do is block them. You're good. Cut them off. Like, never talk to them again. And I don't understand how people think that that's just like.
I understand you because I'm one of those people that even when you're hurting me, I still love you. So I'm going to still stay connected. But then it gets to a point where, like, okay, it's my sanity or your happiness. At this point, Kim, your sanity has to count more than Lisa. Lisa is not your friend. I've never spoken, as angry as I've been about my friends, I've never said nasty things about my friends to anybody, much less
I
online.
I also think what Kim is trying to say is like, like when you're in an abusive relationship and like with a boyfriend, and it's like everyone's like, "Oh, just leave him. You can just leave. You can just leave." And it's like, "But I can't." And it's like, "Yes, you can," but it's like so hard to do that.
Mhm.
You know what I mean?
Yes, and that's exactly what this is, an abusive relationship. That's
Mm.
this is exactly what it is, Kim. And I think that Lisa has made you feel because you're a loner that she's your only friend. She's the only one that's going to accept you. Look at them talking trash about you, Kim. They're talking trash about you because of Lisa. It all comes back to Lisa.
I've never said that to her though, ma'am. And if I respectfully, if I am hurting her in any way, I do care about her enough that I would stay away from her as much as it would hurt me and kill me. I would
If Lisa, if you truly mean
really,
that,
really would.
no, no, Lisa, if you truly mean that, then
I
you cut her,
do.
then you cut her off. If she can't, because I know she can't, because I've been in
But
that situation. She can't, so
yes,
you do it. You do it.
but I'm having a hard time too because I am sad and miss her too. Like it's like I don't know. You know what I mean? I
Can
don't
I say
know.
something?
Yes, please.
Okay. Lisa, I'm going to say this with the most respect possible. This is the first time I've talked to you or entered the situation at all.
Okay,
It is impossible for you to be friends with anybody right now.
I agree.
That
A full
and
friend. Yes. Yes.
yes. And you have to admit that when you're talking to Kim, you talk to her because you feel like she's the only one on your side. And
Yeah, yes, I can tell her the truth. She understands me. I feel like she does care about me. Like sometimes I feel like she is the only one out there in the whole world that even gives a shit.
absolutely. And that's how Kim feels about you too. But with your situation and your circumstances right now, you cannot be the friend that she needs, because when there
Right.
are times when she tells you no about sending money or whatever else,
Right.
then you flip out and
Right. Yeah.
or when she's sleeping and can't answer the phone, then you think the worst, because and I understand that from your point too, because you're used to people just you
Yeah.
know
Ticking me off and
yeah,
lying and faking. Yeah, yeah. I mean,
exactly.
I see both sides too. I really
Mhm.
do, I promise. But I'm serious about that. If I actually mentally am like hurting her, because I said when I go, I'm want to make sure that she is like okay, gonna be okay, have something to do, because not, oh, I'm so important when I leave, but you figure for the past 6 months she's been what, helping me run the lives, talking to me all day, doing whatever. I just want to make sure she's okay and something to do, not getting pounded with hate like that. Feel okay that she's okay, if that makes any kind of sense.
No, it does. It makes sense a lot, and I think you guys both do care about each other to the best of your abilities.
Right.
What
Right.
and is it possible for you guys to just be like, you know what? Kim will not send you any more money, and you will not ask her, no matter how desperate your situation is. You will not ask her for money. You will just take money out of the equation at all.
Yeah.
And then like
Until I go to rehab, honestly, that's kind of why I've been staying away too, because I know as much as I want to say, oh yeah, I'd love to do that, that's not gonna happen, you know what I mean, until, because I get so desperate. You see me online, I reach to her, you know what I mean, and I'm like, Kim, I just need 20, please, you know what I mean, and I can't do it until I get into rehab, you know what I mean, I
yeah,
can't,
and I
and
think
it
we all know
sucks.
you can't do it. And
Absolutely.
that's like kind of my point too,
Mm-hmm.
is is that you can't be friends with her right now. Maybe, I mean, as hard as it is, you guys need to cut the communication for right now until you do get help, until you do go to rehab, and until you do, the steps that you need to take to be a real friend to her, because
Right.
what you're putting her through isn't fair to her. It's not fair, to
I agree.
anybody.
I
And,
agree.
and I mean, she's never going to say, don't talk to me again, because she
Right.
does care about you.
Right.
But you're in a place right now where you're taking advantage of that care to the point where she is going to get to a place eventually, because
Where she just
everybody
hates
does.
me. Yeah,
Yes,
like she just hates
exactly.
me. And I
Exactly.
did, yeah, and I did say to her, I cannot wait to get out of rehab and like show you like that I like of the friend that I can be, because I know that I haven't been, and she's even admitted it, it's gotten periodically worse. I've changed over time as my addiction's gotten worse and worse and worse, So I just want to, when I get sober and come out, I just want to like show her, like I can be a normal person and not,
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah. And Lisa, I will tell you this too. Right now, you have the best Christmas present possible that you can give Kim, your kids, your family, everybody. If you
Yeah.
go to rehab this weekend, you will be home in time for Christmas. And I mean, I know you don't have any money, but what better
Yeah.
gift is there to give your family than you coming out of rehab a changed person, you
I
know?
didn't even think about that, ma'am. That actually, wow. Yeah. I didn't even think about that.
Like seriously, like this is the perfect time to go. Don't worry about Thanksgiving, even if you get out a couple days after Christmas or you go to a sober living facility after that. Them
Yeah.
knowing that you're there is the best possible gift you can give everybody.
Better than anything money can buy. You're right. And my
Absolutely.
kids would agree.
Mhm.
And I'm sure Kim
So,
would too. Yeah.
yeah, so
Wow.
I mean, that's all I wanted to say. Like this is the perfect time of year for you to go. I mean, I know nobody wants to be away from their family for the holidays or anything like that, but for your situation, like you're giving them a gift that they've been wanting so badly that,
Yeah.
you know, nothing would make them happier, you know.
Oh, I agree with you. And I'm terrible that I even waited this long to even do
But
it.
you know what?
I'll have to
You
live
know,
with that. But
yeah,
you know,
absolutely. But you know, every day you can start new. Like there's
yeah.
still time. You're still on this earth. There's still time.
No, you're
So,
right. You're right. And
you
thank
know,
you for being respectful. I do appreciate that. Like I do.
no problem. No problem. And that's all I wanted to say. Like, you know, I see both sides and I know you guys are both hurting. And, you know, right now there's just no easy solution for it because I know you
Right.
guys both need each other in your lives,
Yeah,
but
I don't
it's
know
not.
what the right thing to do really is because, like you said, neither one of us want to be like, we're literally like the other night before we totally cut off, we were like texting each other, like, I'm like, okay, so you don't want to be my friend no more? And she's like, well, no, I want to be your friend, but if we can take the money out. And then she's like, so you don't want to be friends no more? Like, neither one of us want to stay
Mhm.
away from me because, you know what I mean? But
Yeah.
we
Well, I
don't
mean,
know what to do.
you do know the right thing to do. The right thing to do is to go to rehab, not just
Well,
for
yeah.
everybody else, it's for you too. Like, you
Absolutely,
need
yeah.
this more than anybody else, but everybody
Big
around you will
time.
benefit when you go.
If I
And
don't
like I
go to
said,
rehab, if I don't go to rehab, ma'am, I'm gonna have a serious mental fucking breakdown. And I'm sure everybody that watches my lives can see it.
mhm. I mean, I know
It's
they can.
coming. It's coming.
Mhm. It is. And you know it. You know what you need to do. You just
Hmm.
need to get over the fear of the unknown and
Yeah.
make that step.
No,
You
you're
know, 'cause that's
absolutely
what
right.
you're afraid of right now is the unknown. You don't, I mean, I know you said you've been there before, I think,
One
but
time. Yeah.
what you don't know how it's changed. You don't, I mean, you're stepping into an environment with a lot of unknowns,
Yeah.
but
I
it's
don't
good.
like any
Yeah.
change ever. Like,
Yeah.
that's just me. I don't know, but yeah,
Yeah. But like I said, this is the perfect time of year to go because, you know, it would benefit everybody in your life.
it is. And
And
and I've been dragging my feet. I mean, I've admitted that too. Like, a couple things were paperwork, snafus and faxes and things, but I definitely drug my feet big time and put it off and put it off and you know what I mean? For sure. For
yeah,
sure.
yeah, absolutely. But I mean, that's all I had to say. I'm going to get off of here.
Thank
But yeah,
you.
just think about that because, you know, there is no better gift you can give your family, your kids, Kim, even yourself than that.
Yeah, the Christmas present thing like did actually kind of sit with my heart. So I appreciate that.
No
Something
problem.
simple. Something simple you don't
Yeah.
think of.
Hmm. I mean,
So
yeah, because you get wrapped up into not being there for Christmas. And like I said, nobody wants to be away from the holiday, you know, from your family for the holidays. But in this situation, I don't think there would be a better place for you, you know? So,
yeah, absolutely. Even with the Thanksgiving thing, they were just saying, I'd love to be here for Thanksgiving, but if I am in rehab, that is totally a-okay. We got next year.
yeah. And like you said, you're more worried about Christmas. And what
Yeah,
better way to go through Christmas than being sober, being back with your family after you've gone through this? And I mean, you
right.
still have time. It's a 20-day stay. You still have time to go before Christmas.
Yes, ma'am.
So, you know,
Thank you. Thank
that's all
you.
I wanted to say. So,
No,
no
we
problem. I'm
appreciate
going
it.
to. Okay.
Thank you. Have a good night
Nope.
or weekend.
You too.
Bye.
You too. Bye.
Lisa, just so you know, I give a shit about you too.
No, I appreciate that. I do. And I think everybody here, has an invested interest in me and Kim, both alike, and I appreciate that. And I understand everybody's, frustrated with me. I'm frustrated with myself with a lot of things that I do. I don't know. I have no self-control anymore. It is absolutely non fucking existent. I don't know why, but I have none. I have none. It's my impulse control is just out of this world. And it's actually kind of scary, to be honest. But I do appreciate it. And Kim, I just wanted to say to you real quick while we have like a second break, if you need me to leave, like if you feel uncomfortable with them asking you questions, if you feel like I'd get mad about something, like please feel free to answer. However, I'm not gonna jump off mic and yell. I'm not gonna do any of that. Okay. But if you need me to leave, right, so you can answer questions about whatever our friendship, me, whatever, please, I will go. I have no problem with that. Okay, just throwing that out there.
Thanks. Honey Boner, Honey Boner, you want to go? I'm gonna assume that is a no. Okay. I can't read these names. The turkey looking guy, you wanna go? Looks like a turkey. Maybe a peacock. Righteous Babe.
Yep, that's me.
How are you?
This is for you, Kim. Because I know I've been sitting here listening and I've noticed your tone when Lisa is not on here and the tone you have now that she's back on. It's like you feel like you can't speak freely because of her being in here.
I feel like I can still speak freely since she's in here, but it might just make me feel a little bit awkward.
So if this is yours, why is she in here? If this was just for us to be able to talk to you about, then why is she in here?
When I was in Melita's live the other day, somebody asked about whether Lisa would be allowed back in the Discord if she came. And I said that Lisa was never kicked out of the Discord. This Discord is Lisa as a main topic, and I would never not allow her to be here if she wanted to be here.
Yeah, but I do not want you to feel uncomfortable if that is true. Because I kind of picked up on what right Charles is saying. Sorry if I badgered that.
Righteous Babe.
Okay, yeah, I'm sorry. I did badger it. If you do feel uncomfortable, I don't want you to feel uncomfortable. I want you to be able to answer truthfully how you feel.
Yeah, and I will. I just got a little quiet because we haven't really talked the last couple days, so
right.
it's just kind of
Can I ask another question?
Of awkwardness.
You had offered to buy Lisa's ticket to go to rehab.
Correct.
And Lisa had responded, I don't want you to do that. I don't want you to do that. But yet she was okay with you funneling her money for her habit. And we've all looked up ticket prices from where she's going to where she's leaving from. And they're like $60 for Saturday and Sunday. Even if she wanted to leave tomorrow morning at 1:35, it's $60 for a freaking ticket. And it's like,
what station will they take me to?
Google it, Lisa. I'm not trying to be rude, but we've all Googled it.
No,
We all saw it. We all
Me neither.
know where you're coming from to where you're going to. You're going to Bowling Green. It's not hard to do. So I'm just saying to Kim and you also, because you've had no problem taking money from her all this time. But now
You're
all of a
right.
sudden, to actually legitimately, sincerely help you go to rehab. And you're, no, I'm not taking, I've got other people that can give me money. It's like, it's total, to be frank, it's total bullshit because you want to go so bad, but yet, and somebody's offering, I will pay for your ticket. And you're like, no, I'm not going to allow you to do that. But you'll allow some stranger who probably doesn't have a pot to piss in to take their money. And we all know you got money over the course of the last 3, 4, 5 days. We all know you got shit ton of money. None of it was spent on what you need it for. Socks, t-shirts. I need smokes. I need a bus ticket. You've got all this money given to you and you've used it on your habit instead of using them what these people actually in their hearts gave you that money for, because you were on live crying and snotting and I don't have nobody, I don't have nothing, I'm not going if I don't get my shit. And it's like it's like you're bipolar, where if you don't get what you want, then fuck it, I'm not doing it. And then somebody offers you, somebody who has been giving you money left and right out of her own pocket, offers to buy you this ticket to go, and you're like, no, I'll find another way, which is bullshit. I'm going to call you on the bullshit. You can get mad at me if you want.
No, I'm not mad.
It's the truth. It's the freaking truth. But I
didn't
don't know
want
either one of you, but I've been watching you guys for a long time, and I'm going to tell you one thing right now. You can say what you want about Kim. Yes, she might have a habit. Yes, whatever you want to say about her. But this bitch has taken care of you and you've done nothing but use her. And when you don't get what you want, you're online, you're bashing her, you're threatening to release shit. And and then the other night she tried to listen to your live that you were on and she couldn't, because you were sitting there crying, begging, I just need this. I just need this. And we all know what you need. You need a fix. You don't need socks. You don't need fucking t-shirts. You don't need maybe smokes. I'm a smoker, so fuck yeah. I want cigarettes if I'm going somewhere. But this other shit. And you've got excuse after excuse after excuse. You got somebody that's willing to fucking buy you a ticket, Lisa. Right today, buy you a fucking ticket to go. And you're like, no. I've got other people that'll give me money. That's bullshit. Because you know you're going to be back here either tonight or tomorrow morning begging for money for a bus ticket, begging for money for this, begging for money for that.
Yeah.
And then you won't go because you didn't get the money, supposedly, which we saw the recording of you in a phone call with a chick giving you money. That money didn't go for no fucking bus ticket. That money didn't go for socks. That money didn't go for t-shirts. Yesterday, it was posted today. I don't know when it was. It doesn't matter when it was. I don't want to hear any excuses or anything.
She didn't send anything, that lady that recorded it. She lied.
No, it was a trap. It was a trap. That was a trap.
Yeah.
Because there you go. But I'm just saying, you got the opportunity. Somebody's fucking going to buy you. This woman here, which I don't know from a bag of beans, and I don't give a shit what people say about her. The
She's a
fact that
kind
she do this for you out of her own pocket yet again, Lisa, because you've gotten a shit ton of money and we all know it.
Well,
She's offering to buy you this ticket and you're telling her no. So what's the reason for telling her no?
I didn't want her to feel like, with me coming in unexpected and trying and speaking, I didn't want her to feel,
But you have
with
no problem taking money from her any other time. You have no problem getting online and bashing this woman who's done nothing but help you, because
you're right.
I don't know if she's an addict. I don't know. People say a lot of shit online, but I've seen her, the way she talks, when she can be honest, and she has been honest. Her shit's all out there. You're still fucking covering up your shit. Her shit's out there, and she's giving you money. We've all known you go to her when nobody else does it, and because of the way she feels, she gives it to you because she doesn't want to see you suffer.
Right.
Yeah, you'll turn around and do the same thing because the fucking well it's open. You no matter what happens, she's gonna have your back.
Yeah, and I'm wrong for going.
That is not a friend. What the other girl said, that's not a friend. You are using her. She's offering you to buy a fucking ticket. Let her buy the goddamn ticket and go to fucking rehab. If not, then shut up. Because if you're on tomorrow morning, and I'm not saying that to be rude.
No, I know.
If you're on tomorrow morning begging for fucking money, for t-shirts, for socks, and it's cold, you're out in the fucking rain when you could be home or you could be at rehab. This is not, it's ridiculous. It really is. This has been ongoing. You've put Kim in such bad position because of her feelings and because she doesn't want to see you suffer. She was an addict. If she still is, I don't give a fuck. But this woman is willing to give you shit so you don't suffer. And you continue to take advantage of it. You don't do what you say you're going to do. You sit outside that fucking grocery store begging people for money because you don't have shit. You say your parents don't feed you. It's like, it's bullshit, Lisa. And it's you. I'm not going to coddle you.
No, I don't. I
You've
want
got somebody
anybody.
who's offering to do something to you. And don't sit there and say, well, if I don't get to rehab until 2:00 in the morning, they're not going to dose me. The fuck they're not. They're going to make sure you get dosed. That's bullshit, Lisa.
No, you're right. They more than likely would.
Get dosed. Whatever time you get there, they know you're coming. Everything is all set up. They supposedly know you're coming. I really don't know. But
no, they more than likely would.
Ticket, get the hell out of here. Get off social media. Fix yourself for your family. And if you don't, then fucking shut up about it and quit talking about going to rehab. You get online begging for money. I need a fix. I'm dying over here. I need a fix. Don't fucking lie that you need food. Your parents aren't feeding you, whatever bullshit, because that's all it is.
Well, I know, but it's hard to get on and be like,
Listen, you make a bigger fool of your fucking self by doing what you're doing, crying like a fucking 5-year-old.
I know.
Than if you were just to be fucking honest. For once in your life, be fucking honest, Lisa. Be fucking honest. Quit using people. People have given their hard-earned money to you to help you because they think that you need this stuff. You need these to go to rehab. You don't have any food. You're hungry. You're this, you're that. People have taken money out of their own goddamn pockets that none of us fucking have. We're all fucking struggling. But yeah, you feel, it's almost like you feel entitled. Because when you don't, people aren't giving you money. You're like, well, fuck everybody then. Nobody cares. Oh, nobody cares about me. I'll just die. Bullshit. Get fucking online, be a fucking person and an adult and say, look, I'm fucking hurting here. All I need is $20. Y'all know what I fucking need it for. Quit the fucking crying and the snot running out of your fucking nose. You're not even really crying because there's no fucking tears.
Yeah.
Quit it. Because people would respect you a lot.
We get it. My God.
People would respect you a lot more, Lisa, if you were fucking honest. Because you've been lying to these people for fucking years. And there are people that don't know you and don't know your history that sneak in and go, oh my God, this poor woman. Let me send her $20. Let me send her $40. And then you got Kim over here. You're bleeding her fucking dry for your habit.
And I never, honestly, my intention, never ever was to use or abuse Kim. But I do realize that is the way that it ended up.
That's the way it is. There's no two ways around it.
No, I know.
Regardless of what people think about this woman. Like I said, I don't know either one of you, but I've watched you more than her. Yeah. And I've heard some bad shit about both of you. But you're talking about this woman here who's giving you money time and time and time again. And I don't give a fuck if she takes a cut for herself. Who gives a shit?
She doesn't. Yeah.
That don't matter to me.
Right.
You are abusing this friendship.
I know. It took me a while to see it, but I know. I do know.
Fucking do something, Lisa. Stop it. You're an adult. You're almost 40 fucking years old. This is ridiculous. It is ridiculous.
Yeah.
It is $70 to get a fucking ticket and go to rehab and be done. If not, then shut the fuck up about rehab and saying you're going to go. Keep smoking your dope or your crack or whatever you're doing and move on with your life and leave this woman alone and quit bleeding your fucking eye.
When I looked up the Greyhound, though, I had to call Bowling Green to see where I had to go. Because if you put in Brandywine, PA, nothing comes up. They said I had to go to Newark bus station.
This is what 2 weeks going on now. 2 weeks you've been doing this shit. 2 weeks, Lisa, at least that I know of. So
Yeah,
it's excuse after excuse. Get on the fucking phone. I'm coming. I'm leaving today. I'll be there by this time and fucking go.
yeah. I've been dragging my feet for sure.
You have been because you're a fucking addict.
Yeah.
And it is what it is.
It's always
I
tomorrow,
fucking know how it is. But
Yeah.
this shit, I'm telling you, it's gotta stop. It's gotta stop. And I feel bad for Kim. People can bash me however they want, but I feel bad for her because she feels guilty. She doesn't want you to suffer. She doesn't want you to hurt. So she gives out of her own fucking pocket
Right.
for you
And
to be
I'm
able to
wrong
get
for
money.
taking advantage of that. And I
So,
know that. I do. Like I didn't see it, but yeah.
we'll see it and knock it off
I
because
do.
it's bullshit. And I can be put down now because I'm done. And y'all
Okay.
can quit bitching because I'm talking. Kim, I hope you have a good night.
Thank you. Good night. Um, a different vibe before Lisa came in, but I just want everyone to know that I am going to still answer the questions that people ask me. And I'm not gonna just not answer it if I feel uncomfortable just because Lisa is around. Maybe it's something that she needs to hear or something. I don't know. It just kind of just depends on what the question is. But anybody else want to go next? Mindy Shrek.
Yeah, I just have a question for you, actually.
Yeah.
How does it make you feel knowing that when you don't give Lisa money, she goes on live and says stuff like, you are a one armed, cracked, or heroin fucking junkie that means nothing to her? Like, how does that honestly make you feel?
Of course, that would hurt anyone's feelings. And I would just like to tell myself that it is not Lisa really talking, that it's her addiction. But maybe that's just me justifying her actions, maybe. I don't know. Obviously, it hurts my feelings.
No, you're right. You're justifying it because to you, she is your best friend, but you're nothing but an ATM to her. And then, Lisa, I have a question for you also. Why is it every time you're on live and you're not getting money, you say you have no friends? Is that really how you value a friendship? Is only if you get money? If you're not getting money, we're not your friends? Because I mean, I could use money. I could use a
Yeah.
lot of money. Hell, I could use money to get my gas turned on because I'm also in PA and it's cold. But I don't say my friends aren't my friends because they're not going to pay my bills or do anything like that for me. That's not what I consider a friend.
Yeah. Well, unfortunately, yeah, the past, I mean, other than Kim, because I had met her before it got too wild, but, yeah, ignore the good people, pay attention to the money, and, yeah, yeah, you don't care about me if you're not helping me and letting me suffer was how I was looking at everything.
Well, I really hope you get the help that you need. And I guess that's all I have for now because the grandson won't be quiet. So it makes it hard to hear you guys. So I'm going to drop out.
Well, thank you for coming up. Have a good night. Um, just Jules. You want to go? Or Michelle Perry? And before you start talking, Michelle, how are you feeling today? Don't think we can hear you. You're gonna have to either back out of Discord completely because you were just on a phone call or something. Something was just using your microphone. So you're gonna have to back out of Discord completely, like close it, and then come back in, and then your mic should work. Jamie47, do you want to go?
Yeah. Hi, Lisa. Hi, Kim.
Hi.
Hi, honey.
My first time being in here. I have followed Lisa, on TikTok for a while. I guess my question is, I feel bad. Not well. I mean, I just don't like the way them people on your comment section on there are being just awful to you. I'm like, it's human. She's got an addiction. What you know? I guess I don't understand the concept of that. You're just trying to get by, right? I'm sorry, I'm nervous. Um, no, I'm not familiar with addiction or anything. I don't know anybody who's been through it or myself. But all these people hollering at you in here is just not helping the pain. I think it's making it worse.
People
I
can
don't
be
know.
people can be really ruthless. I'm not gonna lie. Unfortunately, I'm not sure if it's your mic or if you just have a lot going on behind you, but your
Oh,
mouth is really low and muffled.
yeah, I have things running behind me. Just a minute. Sorry.
So, no, it's okay.
Oh,
Don't be sorry.
so is that better? I hope so.
Yeah, that's better.
Okay. Well, I know people can be ruthless, but why take it out on an addict? I mean,
No, I understand that.
I think it makes it worse for the person.
It does.
You know what I mean?
I don't think they understand that their words hurt more than they think. Like, because that's the only way they can hurt someone's feelings at this point. It's over the internet, so the only way they have to interact with people is by words. And so
Right.
they try and throw low blows and whatever they can do to make you feel like you're a worthless piece of shit and that you don't deserve to be a part of society just because of the choices that you make. And I think they fail to realize that if they went to go talk to that that to the wrong person, somebody could potentially end their life by by a comment that they read about themselves that maybe has like it's been a thought that's haunted them for their entire life and they've been super insecure about it, and then all of a sudden just one person on the internet was like, hey, yeah, fuck you and your eyebrows, and maybe their eyebrows is something they're very insecure about. And so people just don't understand the severity of how their words can affect people in today's society, and some people aren't as strong as others when it comes to the bullying on the internet. You have to have really thick skin. And when I met Lisa, I think that was like one of the very first things that I told her is I was like, damn, how do you do that? Like, you have thick ass skin. Like, I don't, at this point, I didn't even want to be known. I didn't want anyone to know who I was, but I did have my own platform. I always told Lisa that, like, I literally, and maybe it was in the state I was in when I met Lisa, but I literally wouldn't, like, I've been suicidal before in my life. So, like, the words would affect me a lot more than they would affect Elisa. And I asked her, how do you deal with that? And, like, I don't know. I guess she would have to answer the rest of the question because people
Right, I
are,
understand.
yeah.
I just don't understand. I think it would make a person in her situation like not, I don't know, what's the word I'm looking for?
Is,
Use
like,
more?
everyone wrong, maybe? Is that
Yeah,
what you're,
well, that's what I'm trying to say. Yeah, everybody's
yeah.
wrong. I mean, I just feel that it's wrong and it would make it worse for anybody who has, which at least it has an addiction. I I don't know, like you said, she would have to answer the rest of that question, I guess.
Sure if
But
she got
What?
here.
but
I'm listening.
huh?
What do I need to answer? What part of the question? Can you repeat that, ma'am?
Oh, yeah. Hi
I'm
Lisa,
sorry.
it's Jamie.
Yes, ma'am.
Jamie 47.
I was
I don't know if
listening. I
you
just go ahead.
okay. Um Now does it when people are so cruel to you like that, like on social media, does that
Or
like
so
make
what?
it or social media,
Yeah, you said if they are so what to me on social media.
like treating you like crap?
Oh,
Cruel.
okay, okay,
Does
okay.
does
Gotcha.
does does that trigger like something like does the addiction get worse or
Yeah, it didn't help. That's for damn sure. Yeah, it didn't help. Nowadays I kind of am immune to it. Mostly. Some days it gets to me, but most of the days no, it doesn't. It's just because it's been happening so long. I just am used to it, you know. So
right? But I just think it's not right. Um,
thank you. I don't think
you're
anybody
welcome.
should be talking to anybody
Um,
like that online, no matter what is
no,
going on.
especially when some of them tell you to off yourself. Like, what is going on?
I don't know. I get emails from people saying I put one up the other day, but of course they reported it on my TikTok. He said something
Mm.
about he fucked my daughter Abby and my dad molested me and just all kind of nasty
Oh,
shit. Yeah,
that's
they're
horrible. Come
disgusting.
on.
They're
Yes, it
disgusting.
is disgusting. I'm so sorry for that. I mean,
No, I mean I'm not like I'm not
I
saying it for sympathy. I'm just saying like they do
well,
shit like
no,
that.
I mean, I mean, I feel bad just looking at that sometimes.
Yeah, and then when I put it out and show proof, it's she wrote that by herself. She had Kim do it. They made it up. It's always something. You know what I mean? It's ridiculous.
Yeah,
But yeah,
right.
I'm pretty much numb to it at this point, unless it's something about the kids that'll get to me most of the time. But yeah,
Yeah, I think I've always thought that they should keep your kids off limits on that. I mean, well, I guess that's all I wanted. Actually, a couple weeks ago, you were talking, Lisa, you were talking to a woman about Zoloft or something,
yeah.
and
Okay.
you said that you filled a prescription, right? But you don't take it because you're afraid it won't work or something. I can't remember that conversation.
It's I when I read up on it about if it gives you withdrawals, it said that if you stop taking it suddenly, you can get brain zaps or something. So I was afraid to start taking it just in case anything ever happened with the doctor or I couldn't get my medicine. That's just my anxiety, as silly
What?
as that sounds.
And I'm on the generic form of Zoloft, and I
Yes.
have no problem with it. And I've been
Yeah,
taking it
I
for a
should have
long time.
probably taken it. I really should
Well,
have. Like, that was my own fault.
actually it does help with your anxiety.
Yeah, I think that's why he picked that one. He was trying to find a combination
Right.
with the Clonopin to help with the anxiety without, taking the Clonopin to crazy heights, which I was agreed with that.
Yeah, that's
So,
the generic brand of it. I'm on it. So.
yeah. With like Boost Bar he prescribed with it, the Zoloft, and then like he was trying to find a you know,
Right. He was trying to adjust you to the
yes,
right medication.
yes.
Okay. Um, are you still afraid to take it, or I mean, it doesn't really do anything to you. Just
Um,
mellows you out.
yeah, I
Oh,
just
I mean,
honestly,
everybody's
yeah, I'm
different.
not gonna
But,
take it just because I don't want to like put myself on anything else right now. Now, when I go
oh,
see
I
like
guess.
a real psychiatrist, if they recommend, some kind of antidepressant thing, I would absolutely probably start taking it then. But the
Okay.
Zoloft like on my own right now, no, I'm not gonna start now. So.
Okay. Well, I guess
I
that's
do
all I had.
appreciate your input, and I'm glad it works for you. I really am. Like, antidepressants help a lot of people.
Yeah, they do.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely.
Well, it's nice talking to you, Lisa and Kim.
Thank you. You too. Have a good
Both have
weekend.
you too. Bye.
Bye. Bye.
Hi everyone. Hi. Lisa, are you in here?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. I'm in here.
Okay, because everyone's quiet. Um, what was I gonna say? I lost my thought. That's why I came up here. I had something to say. Um, I have a question. Do you think your friendship with Kim is healthy? That's
Um,
the question.
I mean, I do like there are some, yes, bad like toxic parts for sure, but overall, I think that it it's uh, I think we're better off being friends than not. I mean, that's just my opinion, from what I have seen and talked to her and know, and just there are definitely behaviors that need to change, for sure from both sides. But I don't. I honestly don't know.
So if you don't know, then why would you say what you just said you don't know for sure? Because like everyone was saying earlier, you when she won't answer your phone calls or your text, you get on TikTok and you cuss her out. And then I mean I think it's toxic. I mean how long have you known each other? A few months at the lake?
7, 8 months. Yeah.
Um yeah, 'cause that's weird. I mean if you really were her friend, even if she was ignoring you, a real friend wouldn't come on and put her on blast and call her out her name. I mean, I know you're mad or upset with her, but you should keep that to yourself if you feel that way. Not in
Yeah.
front of
Yeah. I was
people.
wrong for doing that. I apologized to her privately, and I apologized publicly, Kim, for doing that. I definitely shouldn't have done that. That was absolutely wrong. Like, and I'm not being funny. That was fucked up.
You know you're being recorded, so it's gonna be all over TikTok and everything else, and they're gonna run to Kim, and Kim's gonna run and talk bad about you. And I'm like,
Yeah.
honestly, you guys aren't friends. That's not what friends do. You know, you should go like, hey Kim, why are you mad at me? Why are you ignoring me? And then wait for her
I
to
do. I do
probably,
text that though.
and then probably she respond to you. Maybe she could. Everybody come to her and saying, Lisa said this about you, and then I feel like you try and change the subject when you're confronted about it.
Well, and things get flipped too. I mean, I'll say one thing, and then they'll go to her and say something completely like opposite of what I said. It's yeah.
You guys are toxic towards each other. I don't see how you guys call your relationship a friendship at all. I really don't. Like everybody was saying, you're not a friend to her, and then whoever Stephanie is, you saying she's a teacher on drugs, and you're gonna expose her and
Well,
Kim.
she's not. She's not. I just was trying to make him mad. Just lying like usual. Just trying to make her mad. That's
You're not a friend. I know Kim wants to be your friend. I'm not saying she doesn't, but she needs to realize that you're not really a friend. Honestly, a friend wouldn't do that, and especially on the internet when you know people are gonna take that shit and run with it. You should do it at least in private. Say that to her. It doesn't matter if you're mad or not mad. Text Kim, run your mouth to only Kim instead of coming on here, and maybe you will get so much backlash like you do now. And
yeah.
then it's YouTube, not for everybody to see. You
Yeah.
know?
My self control is like not there anymore. I don't know how to explain it.
And then when you calm down, talk to Kim. Stop coming online. I mean, I'm not saying Kim's innocent. I'm not saying that at all. I'm just saying you both are wrong. But you two, if you really know what a friendship
Well, that's
is
what happens. That's what happens. I get super upset, have no self control, desperate, an addict, jump online, say a bunch of shit I shouldn't say. Sometimes she gets mad about what I say, reacts, puts out whatever calls are recorded. And then when we calm down, we talk about it and realize how stupid we act, but then we do it again. I don't know.
just take a break from each other. Honestly, but I mean, like, I couldn't be friends with someone that, like you or her, that when we're mad at each other, we're gonna go expose each other on the internet. That's not a friend.
Well, I mean, it don't happen every day, but um,
If you guys are mad at each other, you run to TikTok and expose each other. Like, what the hell?
yeah.
Like, what?
No, I agree. It was fucked up me doing that. Like I shouldn't. Yeah, I definitely shouldn't. And there are times like I even get caught coming into the live where I didn't even think there was that many people in there, and I'm just motherfucking up and down, life in her, and then it gets put out, so.
Oh, and I have one more question, and then I'm gonna drop. They have
Yeah.
company. I'm nosy.
But me too, girl.
I wanted to know, when are you going to rehab instead of lying? Instead of making excuses.
Either tomorrow morning at 6:15, or which that ain't fucking happening, or I guess 1:15 on Sunday. Hopefully, I'll be leaving.
I follow you on TikTok and the accounts that you have. So. What was I gonna say? Oh, so if you're gonna go to rehab tomorrow or Saturday, you will not be on for the weekend begging for money.
No, if when I go to rehab, they take my phone, I won't be on at all.
Okay, so you're saying you will be on tomorrow and asking for money.
I don't
Before
think
you,
I'm going to tomorrow. I know I probably won't be on asking for money, no. But I don't think I can go tomorrow. I don't see how I can be ready by 6:15 a.m. without no ticket or no ID. Like I just don't think I can.
you go to the DMV tomorrow, because I heard people say that you're gonna get your license tomorrow.
Yeah, my dad said he'll take me to Duncan Manor to get like photo ID, just because I've heard like such different things about whether you need it, you don't need it. I don't remember if I needed it when I went the last time, so I don't want to get there and not have it.
Yeah, because my aunt lives where you're at in Pittsburgh. She's like maybe 10 minutes from you.
Okay.
So I tell her about you, and she tells me about how rehabs are and DMVs and court situations. She knows it all. But anyway,
Mm-hmm.
I don't know what to say. So hopefully you go.
Yes, ma'am. Yeah,
No, I'm not an ass kisser. Try to like coddle you. I'm stating
I
my
know.
opinion. So I don't care what anybody says in comments. But that's all I want to say. You have a good night, Lisa.
You too. Have a good weekend. And I'll talk to you later.
Thank you. Have a good night.
Kim, can I
Lisa?
talk to you? Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Play Lynn. You go ahead.
Thank you. The first thing I want, Kim, can you hear me?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. The first thing I want to say is, do you ever think when you're giving Lisa that money that that could be the time Lisa unalives herself? And the reason I'm asking you that is because quite clearly, Lisa doesn't care about you as a friend, but her family is going to be looking for somebody to blame. And Lisa knows that. I don't think Lisa cares about that, but I wonder if you think about that.
Yeah, that has crossed my mind before, for sure. I mean, I don't. I mean, the only thing that has crossed my mind is if something like that happened, that I could be held responsible for it. I just hope that she is responsible on her end and knows her limit and doesn't put me in that type of position, I guess. Like to just like stop if needs to, or slow down or whatever.
Well, okay, so I'm an advocate. I work for people who suffer with chronic pain, but I also have worked with addicts. Um, so, and I've seen people's lives ended um, because clearly they don't know their limit. And Lisa, I want to say something to you. They were talking earlier about people bullying online. You are one of the biggest online bullies that there is. And you have so many moments of clarity. You come on here and say, "Oh yeah, I know. I did that because I was mad." You s- so I can't control my behavior is an excuse. I do this because I'm an addict. That's an excuse. Everything becomes an excuse. I am a mother and a grandmother. I could never in my life imagine my children or my grandchildren not being in my life. And you make all of these excuses. Clearly, you know what you're doing is wrong, yet you're doing nothing except making excuses.
I would also like to add in there that, of course, overdosing will always be, unfortunately, a possibility when it comes to drugs and using. But Lisa also knows that that's what comes with the territory as she decides to still use it. I would hope that everybody would stop just trying to place blame on who was responsible before it or why it happened, except for the person that was smoking it and blah blah blah. Like, for example, if I passed away and I just received some money from my man because I asked him for it, but then I overdosed, I don't think my man should be held responsible for my overdose because it was something that I went and did and I decided to go pick up. Like, I knew the risks that were going to happen as and I mean before and after I did it. I think Lisa's a grown ass woman and makes decisions for herself, and she knows the severity of what happens when you do too much or like any type of drug, even if you have never done this drug ever in your life and it's the first time you're doing it. Like, I feel like she is grown enough to realize that she puts herself at risk every single day.
Yeah, I just want to add, I definitely do, and if something would ever happen to me, it would not be your fault or anybody else's, but my fault. Even the drug dealer, it would be my fault.
Well, you can say that, Lisa. You can say that all day long. But you have family members that love you and that do not want to get that phone call. And I promise you, if anything happens to you, they are going to be looking for people to blame.
Yes,
So
ma'am. But
where is your friendship there with Kim?
pardon, I'm not sure. Can you re-ask that? What
Where
do you
is
mean?
your friendship? You know that there are family members of yours that blame Kim. There are people close to you that blame Kim. So where is your friendship with Kim there? When
Well,
do you draw the line and say it's enough and I need to grow my ass up and go do what's responsible to do?
I
Because your
mean,
excuses are getting old.
the only family member I know that blames Kim is, I mean, I don't know if the girls do, but I know Ronnie does for some reason, I guess because of the payment apps. Um, and yeah, unfortunately, yes, when somebody does pass away, whether it's, suddenly, car accident, OD, anything, yeah, the family does always usually look for somebody to point the finger at, and that's not gonna happen, hopefully, ever. I know it could happen, but I don't want to put that on her. Like, I don't know, or anybody. There could be somebody on her that gives it to me thinking like it's for the t-shirts, right? And it happens. I don't want anybody to ever That's what I'm saying. It's my fault if anything would ever happen. Mine. You know, it is.
Well, I'm just going to tell you, there's so much out there right now. And every time somebody gets something, they're getting something that they have no idea what's in there.
Yes,
And
ma'am. Yeah, it's
okay,
scary. It's very scary.
so the time is now. Pick yourself up and get on that bus and go do what you need to do.
Yes. Yeah. Yeah. I got to stop dragging my feet and do it. I'm trying. I just started way too late.
All right. Well, that's really all I
It,
wanted to
it's
say.
never too late. I don't think
No,
it's.
No,
I know. Yeah.
it's absolutely not. And I have listened to you and listened to you. And in the beginning, I tried to find reasons to think, how could I help her? How could I
Right.
help her? But nobody can help you
But
until
me.
you want to be helped.
Yes, you're very right. I didn't realize that until about a month ago, but you're right.
Okay. Well, I think that's all I wanted to say.
Right. Thank you for being respectful, and I do appreciate your opinion. And you're right. You are very right.
Thank you.
Have a good night.
Have a good night, honey.
Jamie, do you want to go?
Yes. Hello, ladies. Kim, I had a question for you, and if you don't feel comfortable, I totally get it. And forgive me if someone's already asked this. I haven't been here the whole time. So it's been established that Lisa, like, has blown up your phone all day, every day, like day and night, like texting, calling, voicemails. And my curiosity is, doesn't this put a strain on you and your man's relationship? Because I know it'd probably drive my husband crazy. So I'm curious
Not.
about that.
No.
No, it doesn't.
No, it doesn't put a strain on my man's relationship whatsoever.
Okay, well that's good, because I was just curious, because I know if someone was blowing up my phone, like while I'm sleeping and while I'm with him, it would drive him crazy, like to a point. But
Yeah, no, I can understand that, but he doesn't get upset about that type of stuff. Sometimes if my phone is vibrating in the middle of the night, he kind of is already like, "Hey, Lisa's calling," and like will wake me up or something. It
Yeah.
does
mhm.
not. There's never been a time where he's like put his foot down and was like, "You need to stop talking to Lisa now," or
No,
like,
Dan's really chill. He's a really like chill, easygoing guy. He really like is deeply in love with Kim, and birds of a feather flock together. He really loves Kim, and he didn't you say Kim like you knew him since grade school?
yeah, yeah,
Yeah, like he's just a cool dude, and yeah, she's right. I've never heard him in the background say anything bad ever when he probably would have a right to, and he still never has done it. He's a real
Right.
chill dude, nice guy.
I also didn't just mean phone call wise. I meant something like financially too. Like, doesn't that put a strain? Like, doesn't that stress you both out financially?
Financially, there has been times where he would be upset if I have done too much for that week or something like that. I mean, I guess I didn't think of it financially, but he's not like, get out now or choose Lisa or me, or he's not
Or
like,
like whooping your ass around the house, or yeah, right.
yeah. I mean, he does
Right?
get up.
No, I didn't expect him to be like that. Like he would
No, no,
respond that way. No.
I'm just being sarcastic, honey. It's just
But no,
because I
yeah,
know
Right.
she doesn't like really, I guess, like talking about Dan, so I was kind of trying to like lighten the mood a little bit.
Right.
There
Well,
has
I was
been
asking.
fans
Go
like,
ahead.
why are you giving this woman that um
Go ahead. It's okay.
why are you giving this woman that doesn't really respect you so much money? Like, why do you care? Blah blah blah. Why am I working so much to support Lisa? She's not even around. Blah blah blah. There has been times where he's like brought it up, but it was never like a situation of where we got into a big blown out fight about it. It might be like a couple snarred comments here or there, but it's never put a strain on relationship either, you know?
Right. Are you ever anxious though that I'll reach a breaking point one day? Because there's only so much you or him could take, especially in this economy. Like we're all struggling, and it can reach a boiling point. And doesn't that make you anxious? That could happen.
So I was trying to light my cigarette.
You're fine.
I mean, Dan has put up with my shit for over, like, I don't know how much of his
Right.
life. So, um, I feel like I've done a lot worse
Dude,
than.
I was just about to come on and say that. I was about to be like, girl, you should hear Kim's shit. You don't gotta say it, but I was about to say it.
And I've kind of done a lot worse than just have a friend and helped her with money. And I'm not saying like, I'm just saying my own actions and my own excuses of lying and stuff like that for in the past. Like when I was living in Florida, he would help me pay my rent, and I would lie to him a lot about like excuses of why I needed money. So there's just been time. I mean, Lisa, I don't know how to explain it. There's just been times where it's just been worse than what it is right now. Like
Mm-hmm.
for him to be mad at me about certain things, you know? But yeah, of course, I'm scared that it would eventually put a strain on our relationship. And if that was to come, I would be able to see the signs of him um being more disappointed or more in a bad mood every day, and then that's when I would know that I would have to tone it down a bit and back up. But he hasn't really acted like that yet. So
Well, okay, I'm almost done, but like another thing, like a different side is like doesn't is he aware of what the things Lisa said about you, like especially in those lives recently?
no,
Oh,
he
I was
doesn't.
gonna say because like doesn't he get angry or pissed off that someone's talking about that way? I know that neither of you are perfect, but I imagine he'd be pretty defensive or pissed off that someone would be talking about his woman like that. That's all.
No, yeah. If he has seen those, he would probably be really upset. Yeah, of course.
All right. Well, that's all I really had to ask because I just was trying to see this from that point of view. Because I know if I was in your situation with my husband, he would put his foot down a long time ago, or
No,
just
yeah.
been defensive or something. You know?
No, for sure. Yeah.
Okay. All right. Well, that's all I have. Someone else can go. I'll step down. Thank you for answering my questions.
You're welcome. Have a good night. Um,
Kim, can I go real quick?
yeah, go ahead.
Okay, perfect. I'm not sure if you recognize my name. I was in Melita's lives. I'm one of her mods.
Hi, how are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Good, thank you.
Good. I just want to go back to when you were in Melita's live. Both now last night you just wanted to hang out, chill with us, that kind of thing, which was wonderful.
Yep.
The night before, you had a good bit of talk with Reaper and Villain and everything, and they made sure you were aware Lisa has the ability to go to rehab at any time without you having to buy a ticket. But I wanted to let you know, do you realize there were approximately 1,200 people in that live that night?
The one that I was in?
The first night of the 2 nights you were
Yep.
in, yes.
Yeah.
And okay, and the comments were fairly respectful for you.
Correct.
Yeah, we made sure that there was nothing out of line or anything like that. You have support, you have a platform, and you have people that are willing to listen. And I will commend you because for anyone that was not in that live, Kim did step up. She did take accountability for a lot of the things that she did, and she put herself out there. And I just want to remind you of the things that the people said and how many people actually were there for you and listened to you.
Yeah, I appreciate you bringing that up. I know last night I was super upset, and so I just told Melita that I was willing to come up and just stay on mute for a bit, just to kind of like have company and stay busy, I guess. I kept crying, not to
Yes.
even gain sympathy off of people. Just upset about like the friendship thing going on with me and Lisa. Um, no, I do know that I have support. I really do. And I just don't want like to I don't know the thing. Like I want to be able to support Lisa. I really do, but I just want to be able to support her without having to give her money every day and be able to support her like as if she ever needs a friend, or if she really wanted to go to rehab and she needs a bus ticket, or if she just like I feel like there are so many other ways that you can support someone other than just being an ATM.
Correct.
But
You're
you do
willing
that
to
though
give
too. Like you're the one I do go to for everything you just said, honey. You know what I mean?
you're willing to
Right?
give her emotional support, but like Reaper and all said, actions speak louder than words. You don't need to do the financial. If she and Lisa knows, pick up the phone, call tech, she'll get you there. She'll leave tonight. Everybody knows it. But I just want to extend to you, Kim, anytime you want to come into Melita's and hang out and just chill with us, you are more than welcome.
No, I appreciate that. Thank you. I do. I really do. And I do want people to know that me and Lisa do have other types of conversations. I think I've mentioned this a couple times where it's not always just about drugs. She'll come to me about things that upset her. I'll go to her about things that upset me. And it could be have nothing to talk. It just has everything to do with everyday life, right? But I also was just more hurt on the fact that she could go online and view all of this stuff to try and make me look like I am a piece of shit. But
Can you mute Samantha? Okay, never mind. I was gonna say she was
no, it's okay.
interrupting you.
Um, but then again, I do try and justify on why she does that, and it's just because of her addiction, but that excuse can only go for so many times before it starts to actually genuinely toll on your mental and then make you feel like um make you feel like that, like this is what a friend
No,
does.
it was wrong. 100% wrong. Even addiction or not, I should have never went on and said, even if I felt like that, I should have never publicly went and said a fucking word. And like I said, I apologize publicly to you. I apologize, privately. And yeah, that is totally me. Like, yeah, I fucked up. I should not have done that at all. At all.
And I agree, and I appreciate you saying, Lisa, taking accountability for what you said even yesterday on your live, because you have been a bit unhinged and really ugly towards Kim. But I just wanted to remind her of what those words of encouragement and things that you got from Villain, and you got from Reaper, and you got from Melita, and you got from all the ones that were up on that panel for you, Kim. I just wanted to remind you of that.
No, I know. I appreciate you. Thank you.
You're welcome. And I'll drop down. But yeah, I just felt like with so many people bashing everybody, you needed to know that you did have a place to speak your mind, and you did have a place where you accepted accountability, and people do need to know that you were very accountable. I'm not going to say I trust and believe 100% of everything. Like Reaper said, it actions speak louder than words,
Yep.
and everybody hopes that you step up and you follow through with all the things you said. But I just wanted to remind you, you do have a place where you can go and hang and chill out and just be and be surrounded by people that aren't going to attack.
Yeah, I know. I know. Thank you so much, too. I really do appreciate that. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Well, have a good night. Oh, okay. What was I gonna say? I think I was gonna say something because people are wondering where I get my money. When I decide to help Lisa, and not that it's anyone's business where my money comes from. Not that I owe anybody an explanation of where my money comes from, but I do have a man that works extremely hard every single day of his life, sometimes 7 days a week. That gets paid some good fucking money for doing installation. Not installation, not INSTALLISTION. No, I probably spelled that wrong. Insulation. INSULATION. So, no, I'm not grabbing money from other people's businesses or bank accounts or PayPals or Cash Apps. It's dead ass coming from my man's bank account. That's it. That's where I get my money. Lisa's cold medicine. You want to go next?
Yeah, I'm just curious. I have a question for Lisa.
Seriously?
No, I can't ask. It's really,
No, you
really
can
fast.
ask. The name's just funny.
Well, I appreciate that. My question for you has to do with personality disorders, and if you know when you first started exhibiting symptoms of antisocial personality disorder.
Who are you asking, me or Kimmy?
Oh, I'm asking you.
Oh, me?
Yeah.
It had to have been even in grade school. I always just felt more comfortable having one friend or no friends. I felt more comfortable, being in the house in a safe space. So it definitely was grade school, my whole life that I can remember, honestly.
I think you're misunderstanding the personality disorder that I'm talking about. I'm not talking about just like not being social. Antisocial personality disorder has to do with constantly being deceitful, irritability, aggressiveness, lack of remorse, disregard for safety of yourself and others.
That honestly, same thing. A child, my dad, he was never abusive towards us physically or anything, but verbally, I had to always lie a lot, to I don't want to say not get picked on, but I had to lie over the stupidest shit to just
Well,
kind
I
of
mean,
save myself.
that's clearly obvious, Lisa. We all know you're a liar. That's kind of the point. So
Yeah.
you're really good at it, actually. You should maybe even consider getting a bus ticket to like California and using it to be an actress because you're a really great actress. We know that.
Well, yeah, it had to, like I said, been just from lying about the silly, having to lie about the silliest things to keep myself ungrounded, things like that.
Yeah. What I'm finding the most like the funniest at this point is how you've got such different personalities here in Discord versus TikTok. You're such like a raging lunatic on TikTok. You can have all the people saying the exact same things that we're saying in this Discord, but you just rage. And it's clearly acting. Like, we know you're getting attention and getting views from it. Like, nobody's stupid, but you can
Yeah.
get in here and you're sweet little innocent Lisa. Every
Well,
once in a while, when you need your fix, you'll flip out. But
well,
most of the time, you're a really good actress in here.
this in here is honestly like my
This is the real you.
personality. Yeah, this is my
Oh,
personality.
okay. Yeah. Got
But
it.
on
Tell me more lies, girl. Come on, I'm listening. No? Did I get booted? No,
No,
she's just done with me.
you weren't muted. Did she just stop? She just went on mute for a second, or?
Yeah, I guess she needed to go hit the pipe. That's all right. I'll move on.
I'm sure there's something.
Yeah. Thanks, Kim. Yeah, you can lie to me too if you want to.
Well, I think she left.
Okay. Oh, sorry, guys. Damn. Oh, well.
I don't
Thanks
know
for
how
the
I'm
fun.
lying to you too. I'm not with her. I don't know what she's doing, and I haven't talked.
No, but we know you're texting her. Come
No, I'm
on.
not texting her. Actually,
Girl, y'all are so good. Like, go with her to California, maybe.
Okay, thank you.
Kim, I just have a quick question. Because we all know Kim's not going to rehab at all. She was going this morning. Now she was going tomorrow morning. Now she's going to get an ID on a Saturday afternoon to go on Sunday. So we all know she's not going, right? So my question is, were you in on the live for the last 3 weeks about her going to rehab?
I was actually genuinely making three-way calls with her to try and get her into the rehab, whether it was calling Bowling Green or whether it was calling her clinic to try and get them to fax the papers over or to email the papers. It was just back and forth. I genuinely tried, and each day it just kept getting put off for a little bit longer. So eventually,
Don't you think you should be going also? Because we all saw the straw in your hand yesterday. We all heard the cutting and the scraping of what your friend was doing next to you. We saw the look on your face when you realized you were holding the straw.
making assumptions, and just because you saw a straw, you have no idea about anything else. Like,
We heard the scraping and the cutting. We know what that is, Kim.
Not even anybody with me.
She was talking next to you.
No, she wasn't.
It's on recording. Go look it up on TikTok, honey.
Hey, I don't need to go look it up. Like, you don't know anything about anything that goes on in my life. Just because I had a piece of a cut up straw next to me,
But
like,
you're saying nobody was standing next to you while she was literally speaking to you.
I'm saying
you could hear the cutting and the
like,
scraping.
cutting what up? What are we fucking cutting
Probably
up?
meth.
Meth? You cut meth up?
That's your DOC if
No,
you're going
you
to snip
fucking
it, right?
stupid bitch. Like, get the fuck off here. Next.
You smoke meth, you don't cut it up. That was like the stupidest thing I ever heard in my life.
You smoke fucking meth. You don't cut meth up. Like,
oh god.
I had a I'm not even going to explain why I had a straw in my hand because no matter what, I lie about everything. So it's whatever. You guys can think whatever the fuck you want. I was on Melita's live the other day and I said that I still do benzos. I'm not lying about shit. So I've been brutally honest about everything that I fucking do.
And you don't have to. Like honestly, it's your choice to be on TikTok. It's your choice to tell anybody anything. So for you to come out and say what you're doing and stuff like that, you know, like you're just being honest and trying to be transparent with people. And I know you have lied and have done whatever, but people need to like fuck.
I don't know. I've just been trying to be like as honest as possible with everything that I've done. I've been trying to be very up for like just I don't know the words for it. Just I've been very open about how I was helping Lisa get money, that I've been giving her money, that I make her PayPals, that I am doing downers. Like, I mean, I don't even owe you guys any type of explanation, and it's no one's business. Like,
exactly.
You're like, I don't have to give you an explanation. I'm willingly telling you what I've been doing in my life. You don't have to keep like trying to like make it something that it's not.
Exactly. I totally agree with you. It's your choice to be here and even talk to us, even have this Discord right now. And for people to say shit like that, that's crazy. It's wild. Honestly.
I don't know.
But they're gonna nitpick apart
Every
any little fucking thing. Yeah. I mean like literally any little thing. You could
yeah.
be drinking a drink on TikTok and they're gonna say there's alcohol in it. You know what I mean? Like
No, yeah, I know. And you don't think that was embarrassing of me having the straw in my hand? Obviously, it was embarrassing as fuck. Like,
yeah, exactly.
now I obviously have to deal with the consequences of it, and I understand that, but stop trying to make it like everybody thinks that I'm like some I don't know. I'm telling you what I do for my drugs, my drug of choice, and I've always been super honest about how I've used to shoot up heroin and fucking will always probably be a fucking heroin addict in my life. Like, that is my drug of choice. It always has been. But I've been getting the Sublocade shot. So that's been helping me with my cravings. And it's just been helping me not do heroin and actually not shoot it up. So just because I am doing downers once in a while, if that makes me a horrible person, then I guess that makes me a horrible person. But if it's a prescription that I get, it's a prescription that I get. Like, I don't know. It's just insane that people always try and fucking make it like no matter what no matter what
I get it, girl.
they're going to be mad about if I'm getting a prescription, if I'm not getting a prescription, if I'm on the shot, if I'm not on the shot, if I'm shooting heroin, if I'm not shooting heroin. You guys are always going to have something to say about it, no matter what. Like,
Yep. It's everyone has an opinion about everything. They're never going to stop. You could literally be an angel going to church every day and they'll have something to say about that.
I know. I don't know. It just is crazy.
And by the way, good job with trying to stay sober and all that kind of stuff. I know that's real freaking hard.
And then people are like, oh, you're sitting here texting her, blah, blah, blah. I've been ignoring her messages all day long, her phone calls all day long. I had no idea that she was going to come up and do the Discord. That's why she was here on a different name. I don't even remember the name that she came up on at first. It was
Yeah,
like,
me neither.
it was a completely different name. I didn't know it was her. And then that's why my whole mood changed. Like, I don't know.
I know. I'm sorry. And tonight was supposed to be about you. And I think that, I mean, if you still want to, that we you and get to know you and something like that because, I mean, this is your Discord. I know it's surviving Lisa, but it's you are the one who's surviving her. You know what I'm saying? You're the one who, I mean, yeah, she has other people who she's scammed and whatever, but you know, you're the one who's right there every single day. So I do think that, you know, I would love to get to know you. I know there's a bunch of people that would love to get to know you and actually just like, you know, talk about normal shit for once instead of just, you know, talking about this bad shit and just bashing everyone 24/7.
Right. Yeah, no, I mean, if anybody else has any other questions, I'm here. If not, I'm probably gonna, end up eventually going into Melita's live and hanging out, so.
Okay. Well, I'm done, but I hope you have a good night and I'm gonna be here to support you. And if you ever need to talk, my DMs are open, girl.
Thank you. I appreciate that. Thank you so much.
You're welcome. Have a good night.
You too. Goodbye.
Bye.
Hey Kim, I have a question for you.
Yeah.
In those times that you and Lisa would talk about random stuff, were you giving her money then?
Yeah.
Like whether it was yeah. So do you see that for her it is she's benefiting from you? I was shocked that she came in and acted like she hadn't trash talked you for the last 2 days. How does that make you feel?
Genuinely.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I know that it's a one-sided friendship. It's just kind of hard to like grasp when
Yeah,
it's someone that you have literally dedicated your last 6 months of your life to just to kind of try and maybe like I'm not sure if I was doing it to like impress her or to want to like be like pay her to be my friend or I don't know. I obviously know that it was super one-sided and unfortunately there's not much that I could do. I can't force someone to want to be my friend for free.
yeah.
So
I mean, it's really, you're grieving the loss of the friendship and it's going to be hard, but you deserve to be treated better. I mean, like I said in the beginning, I don't condone either things that you guys have done, but I also think that everybody deserves to have a friend that actually cares about your well-being.
yeah.
Kim, she's abusive towards you. Maybe not physically because she's not next to you, but she's emotionally, mentally, and financially abusive towards you. And to me, I was waiting to speak to her when she was still here because I wanted to understand why she was in your Discord. pretending like she had not said anything at all. She spoke like she didn't say anything. She acted like she didn't say anything. And that's what an abuser does. I'm going to kick your ass one day, and the following day, I'm going to pretend like it didn't happen. So you pretend it didn't happen. It's disgusting. And I can see your side. When you care about somebody, you don't want to let go. Which is why I said to her when she came on, oh, I don't want to. I said, well, then Lisa, let her go. Let her go heal by herself. Let Kim go do it by herself. Did you notice she didn't leave? And in the chat, everybody was like, Lisa, get out of here. Lisa, leave. This isn't about you. And she didn't. She literally pretended like she didn't call you a one-armed cunt. Like she
Yeah.
didn't say this and that. Like she pretended like nothing wrong had happened. That's an abusive mentality. And
No,
she can't say, "Oh, I'm just quick-tempered. I'm not thinking, and I'm scared of myself when I lose my." No, those are all excuses you're making. This is just who you are. Accept it. That's just who she is. Kim, I'll tell you again. The best thing for you to do, as much as it hurts your feelings, you need to cut the woman off. She is not your friend. She isn't. I can tell you that you can call me Kim whenever you want. I don't know anything about drugs. But if you want to talk about random stuff, I'm willing to talk about random stuff with you. But Lisa is not your friend. And I just kind of want you to think about it. And then you'll see. Just go back and look at all these clips of what she said. A friend would never do that.
yeah,
Ever.
no, you're right. I know.
So I would tell you, and I know it's hard for you, I would tell you to kick her off of your server. Because it was such audacity for her to be in your Discord, talking to everybody, answering questions, giving her 2 cents. Like she didn't just hurt you. Like it didn't just happen at all.
I completely respect everything that you are saying, and I definitely understand what you're saying.
Mm-hmm.
I just don't know how I would be able, or I just don't feel like I would be able to kick her out of the Discord, seeing how, like, almost she's the main topic in the Discord, or like the main.
But she doesn't
I
have to be.
always told
Just
her,
know that.
no, yeah, you're right. She doesn't have to be, but a lot of people are stuck in the Lisa shit show saga.
Yeah.
And that's always going to happen, Kim. But you do realize that you may not be able to do it now, but eventually you'll get to that point where it will get easier. It's like breaking up with somebody. You know what I mean? That's what you're basically doing. I mean, this girl was on live this afternoon, like calling you out because you weren't answering the phone. Oh, but it's not about money. It's not about money. But then she also said that you were the one who told the internet that she wasn't picking up her K pins anymore. Meanwhile, it was fucking her on her own Discord server thing. Like, why do you want to put yourself through that?
Yeah.
It'll happen, Kim. The day will come when you're like, okay, enough is enough.
I mean, I feel like you guys don't have to believe me, but I am at a point of where I am done giving her money. So if that's all that she wants from me is money, and that's the only reason why she's contacting me, then I will not be answering. I just don't feel like I can kick her out of the Discord because on Melita's live the other day, I did tell her that she's always welcome in the Discord. I don't think that every single time we hold a stage thing or anything like that, that she's going to come in and pop up. I really don't think that. I think that I don't know why she did it today, but like yesterday when I
She
was.
wanted to grab the attention, Kim, because she was getting nothing but hate and negativity on TikTok and nobody was helping her. So she wanted to come on here and shift the story to look her like she was, oh yeah, you're right. I did do that. I'm sorry. I am a bad friend. I told Kim I would leave. It's all a manipulation tactic.
Yeah, that was very manipulative whenever she's like, Kim, If you want me to, I'll leave so you can feel comfortable. If you tell me to, she should have just left. She shouldn't even have offered that. She should have just dropped, went on about her business. She didn't do it because she was trying to manipulate you. That's why she did what she did. She made this fake offer, knowing that you were not going to tell her to get off, knowing she didn't want to get off. But she's probably like, if I say it with my mouth, I can later on down the road say, well, I did offer her, but she didn't say anything. Uh, I don't know, Kim.
No,
Hopefully it's close for you.
it's valid. Trust me, and I'm listening and I hear it. You know.
Yeah. Well, okay, Kim. I guess I'll see you over in Melita's live.
Okay. Have a good night. Thank you.
All right. Bye-bye.
Bye. Michelle.
Hey, Kim.
Hi, Italian Mama.
Hi. I just wanted to know, first of all, are you okay?
I'm good, thank you.
Okay. Now, I've been that person where you are, okay, that you care so much, but people have taken advantage of you for money. And you still care and you want to be their friend, and it's hard to cut them off. You'll know when you're done. If she comes back to you and asks you for another dollar, you'll know when it's time. Trust me. But I also want you to know there was a woman up here earlier who told you and was telling you about what's going to happen if something happens to Lisa and you were the one who gave her money. Okay? That what if her family members come and, you know, try and put the blame on you?
Yeah.
You need to be careful. And I'm only saying that because I was that family member. Okay? My sister died.
I'm so sorry
And
that has happened to you. And the last couple days I haven't been giving her money, and thank God that when I was helping her with money, nothing like that has happened. So I'm gonna make sure from here on out that it's not gonna come back to me if that does happen.
just don't give her money, honey.
No, yeah,
Okay? You need to protect you. And that's what's important here, okay?
yeah, no, you're right.
And that's why I wanted you to know, okay? My situation was a little different with my sister, okay? But I wanted you to know because you need to protect you. And I would hate to see anything happen to you because if you sound like you have a great heart and you are caring. You're being honest. You're sitting here saying, hey, I did do this. You're taking accountability for it. But just be careful.
Yeah, I'm going to.
Okay? And I'm here if you need to talk anything. All right?
I appreciate that. Thank you.
No problem. Anytime. All right?
Have a good night.
You too, hon. Bye.
Bye. Michelle, do you want to see if your mic works this time? Okay, I don't know if you can hear me or not, but if you see at the bottom of the screen where you raise your hand or where you leave the stage, if you can swipe up there and click change audio output, there should be an option for iPhone, speaker. If you're on your Bluetooth, it will tell you to disconnect that. If that didn't work, you're going to go up in the right corner with the 3 dots, top right corner. You're going to click that and click voice settings. And when you go into your voice settings, the volume should be up. The soundboard volume should be up. Just make sure. I'm pretty sure that's it. Other than that, I don't know what. Maybe you have to hold your mic down. Have you tried holding it down to talk? Bella Grace, did you want to go or? Okay, well, thank you guys for being here tonight. I'm gonna end up going over to Melita's live, just hanging out with them. She normally goes live every night at 9 p.m. But I appreciate you all. Hope you have a good day. And thank you for being here. Thank you for all your support and all of your advice. And just thank you for being you. Stay safe and have a good night.